Martha Reeves of Martha and the Vandellas pumped out one Motown hit after another in the 1960s. Songs like Dancing in the Street, Heat Wave, and Nowhere to Run. 3 decades later, she's still on the road more than 40 weeks a year.
Or wouldn't this be something? On successive shows, a double bouncer.
Cheryl Daniels was no bigger than a bowling ball in the 60s, but today she's a top-rated women's pro bowler, winning many local, state, and national tournaments over the past 14 years. Both women live in Detroit and were brought together by their attorney.
He puts people together.
He does, and he was helping me with bowling, trying to promote some things. And he said, well, it'd be good if you two could meet. Maybe you could become friends, and, maybe even, she could help me out with the music. Yeah. And I found out Martha, had an interest in bowling, so we kind of just clicked like that.
Yeah.
They do come true. They do come true. If you believe, they're waiting for you. Waiting for you. And don't you know that the
Martha has been Cheryl's singing coach for the past 2 years. Cheryl has written 2 songs and recorded several demos in her makeshift basement studio.
Well, I've got a championship bowler teaching me, so I think I've got the better of the deal.
I don't know about that now. Well, I think we both got good deals. Yeah. I think we both, have something to offer each other. You gotta believe it. Dreams do come true.
Well, and where do singer Cheryl Daniels and bowler Martha Reeves spend their Sunday morning? Well, in the fast lane, of course, and we go to the Bowl 1 lanes in Troy, Michigan, where Cheryl and Martha are rocking and rolling and knocking off a few early morning frames. There goes Cheryl. Yes, and a vicious split for Cheryl Daniels.
Okay, and Martha, you're going to give it a roll?
Yeah. All right.
I don't think you say chuck that baby. You say roll it,
We have to be very quiet.
You want to take your time.
Like golfers.
Martha Reeves on lane number 6, Troy, Michigan. Lets it loose.
Wait a minute.
Just a little to the left. And
that's a spare. If she hits it down, it's a spare, right?
I'll put you on my team.
Morning, ladies.
Oh, it's so much fun. Good morning.
Good morning. Now,
Good
we know, Cheryl, what you see in Martha's singing. Martha, what did you see in Cheryl's singing that makes you think she can do something here?
She's a natural. All I've had to do is just listen and give my approval, because she's sensational. Just a few tips here and there, a few professional things that I've learned over the years, but she's the greater bowler, no doubt about it.
I've got to ask you, Cheryl, how serious are you about this singing? I mean, do you see yourself as the next Whitney Houston?
Well, I don't want to compare myself to anybody. I admire all the great singers, and I really see myself as writing and singing, and I just want to give it my best shot. Martha's given me a lot. Martha's given me a lot of encouragement.
Well, what kind of encouragement in terms of performance secrets have you shared with her, Martha? We saw you rocking out, when we were looking at that video. We saw you shaking and moving.
When I first met Cheryl would just stand still and sing. It was a little bit different than bowling, which is an action thing. She had to get within herself, and that was the main thing, getting her over her shyness.
Yeah, that really was it. I was pretty uptight at first. I used to sweat so bad, I thought, singing in front of Martha Reeves. Oh.
Well, you don't seem very shy right now, I'll tell you.
She's not anymore. We're not shy. I'm not shy to bowl either.
So, Martha, when you're at the bowling alley, do people recognize you and come up to you and say, Dancing in the Streets? Do they remember that you were the person behind those great songs?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they always ask how long I've been bowling.
Is it obvious?
It's obvious that I've made quite an improvement in 2 years, just as Cheryl has.
Okay, Martha, we're going to ask you to pick up a ball. We understand you have your own ball and your own shoes there.
Yes.
And let's get you to roll a ball down the lane, and we're going to ask Cheryl to do some commentary on it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Cheryl, we don't know much about bowling, so you have to really talk us through this.
Okay.
Don't pinch your fingers there. I know that. That's very important.
I do know that those are attractive bowling shoes as compared to most.
Take your time.
Come here. Show me something.
All you got to do is take your time.
Okay, I'm on the right down.
Keep your arm relaxed and just follow through towards your target.
All right.
The Reeves. Going for a strike, and
gutter ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one was...
The big whiff on national TV.
Nobody
was
watching. Are you going to throw one now to make up for that mess? Throw one, Cheryl.
Well, okay. This time's done, though.
Now would this be a strike if you hit it all, or a spare?
Yeah, this is a sport it takes a lot to practice.
All right, Cheryl Daniels, pro bowler. Tried to pick up, I guess, the spare from Martha's gutter ball. She's got it. Yes, sir. Bubba.
Yes,
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice
That's what I'm
job.
talking about.
Now, Cheryl, tell us a little bit about Martha's
That's what
form.
I'm talking about.
Cheryl, tell us a little bit about Martha's form. What has she done right? What has she done wrong? We know what she did wrong in the gutter ball.
Well, she just kind of rushed. She really didn't take her time. She got ahead of herself.
First time I ever
and
saw that
that made her
bowl
pull
on
a ball across
television.
her body.
You're used to television. I'm not used to television bowling. I do it for fun.
Right, and she's just relaxed.
Well,
I mean,
ABC
when
may
she
sign
can
you
learn.
up.
Okay.
What happens now to each of you? We saw you singing in the studio. Where do you go with your career, Cheryl?
When I'm not working on my music, I'm out on tour. I'm going to be going out next week to go out for a 6-week swing. And hopefully start out the season.
Records playing, we're dancing in the street. Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every guy, grab a girl, everywhere. Oh, Cheryl, dancing, we're dancing in the street. All up and down Broadway, every night and every day, all over the world, y'all. We're dancing in the street. Hey, 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 baby, dancing in the street.